Deep within the untamed wilderness of Vermont, where the Green Mountains coil like the spine of a slumbering giant, lies a realm where shadows swallow the unwary. Welcome to the Bennington Triangle, a haunting enigma where men, women, and children have vanished without a whisper, as if the earth itself opened to claim them. From 1945 to 1950, 5 souls were lost in this forsaken land, their fates woven into tales that chill the blood and defy reason. Is this the work of a malevolent force, a predator cloaked in darkness, or a fracture in the very fabric of our world? Today, we unravel 7 terrifying mysteries buried in the heart of the Bennington Triangle, each a thread in a tapestry of fear and wonder. So steel yourself for a journey into the abyss. But first, you'll summon extraordinary luck if you like. Comment and subscribe before this video ends. Step with us into the unknown. Part 1. The Hunter Devoured by the Mountain. In the crisp autumn of 1945, the Bennington Triangle cast its first shadow over the sleepy town of Glastenbury. Mitty Rivers, a 74-year-old hunter whose boots had tread every trail in Vermont, led 4 companions through Hell Hollow, a desolate stretch near Long Trail and Glastenbury Mountain on November 12th. Known for his keen instincts, Rivers strode ahead, his rifle slung over his shoulder. But when the group reached their meeting point, he was gone. A single .3030 cartridge, the kind his rifle fired, lay in a shallow stream, glinting like a cruel taunt. No footprints, no blood, no sign of struggle. Over 300 volunteers, including soldiers from Fort Devens and local trackers, combed the rugged terrain for weeks. Yet Rivers had vanished, as if the mountain had opened its jaws and swallowed him whole. How could a man who knew the forest like his own home disappear without a trace? Did he fall into a hidden crevasse, or did something ancient and unseen claim him? Locals whispered of a curse on Glastenbury, a warning ignored by those who dared its paths. Rivers' absence marked the beginning of a terror that would grip Vermont for years. Part 2. The Girl in Red and the Trail That Betrayed Her. On December 1st, 1946, the Triangle's hunger grew bolder, claiming Paula Jean Weldon, an 18-year-old sophomore at Bennington College. Dressed in a vivid red jacket and jeans, Paula left her dorm to hike Long Trail, seeking solitude in the crisp winter air. She was no stranger to the outdoors, yet her journey would end in mystery. A newsstand worker gave her directions near the trailhead, noting her bright attire. An elderly couple, hiking 100 yards behind, saw her round a bend on the trail, but when they reached the turn, Paula was gone. The forest stood silent, her red jacket nowhere in sight. A search of unprecedented scale followed. Over 1,000 volunteers, state police, aircraft, and a $5,000 reward. Days turned to weeks, yet no shred of clothing, no footprint, no clue emerged. Was Paula snatched by a predator lurking in the pines? Or did she stumble into a realm beyond our own, as some paranormal theorists claim? Her vanishing left scars on Bennington, inspiring Shirley Jackson's Hangsaman and fueling rumors of a land that devours its own. To this day, Paula's fate remains a wound that refuses to heal. Part 3. The Veteran Who Dissolved in Plain Sight. 3 years later, on December 1st, 1949, eerily, the anniversary of Paula's disappearance, the Triangle wove its strangest tale. James Tedford, a 68-year-old veteran, boarded a bus in St. Albans, Vermont, bound for his rest home in Bennington. A quiet man with a troubled past, Tedford was seen by the driver and passengers at the last stop before Bennington, seated calmly with his luggage. Yet, when the bus pulled into town, his seat was empty. His bags remained, along with an open bus timetable, as if he'd vanished mid-thought. No one saw him leave, no doors opened, no stops were made. The driver swore Tedford hadn't moved. Search parties scoured the route, but the veteran was gone, erased from existence. How does a man disappear from a moving bus under the eyes of a dozen witnesses? Some point to Tedford's mental state, suggesting he wandered off unnoticed. Others speak of portals, rifts in time, or even alien abduction. The absence of evidence only deepens the chill. Tedford's case is a puzzle with no edges, a mystery that mocks our understanding of reality. Part 4. The Boy Who Heard the Mountains Call. The triangle's cruelty knew no bounds, and on October 12, 1950, it claimed its youngest victim, Paul Jepson, an 8-year-old boy with a curious heart. Paul's mother, tending to the family's pigs at the Bennington dump, left him in their truck for a brief half-hour. When she returned, the boy was gone. His bright clothing should have stood out in the gray autumn light, yet he was nowhere to be found. Bloodhounds picked up his scent, leading searchers to a road near Long Trail, the same path where Paula Weldon vanished. But the trail ended abruptly, as if Paul had been lifted into the air. Hundreds searched, from townsfolk to FBI agents, but no trace emerged. Paul's father revealed the boy often spoke of climbing Glastenbury Mountain as if drawn by an unseen voice. Did he wander toward that fateful peak, or was he taken by a predator, exploiting a moment's neglect? The community rallied, but their hope faded into despair. Paul's disappearance painted the triangle as a monster that spares neither the young nor the innocent, its appetite insatiable. Part 5. The Woman Reclaimed by the Forest. Just 16 days later, on October 28, 1950, the triangle struck again, ensnaring Frida Langer, a 53-year-old woman known for her resilience. Hiking near Somerset Reservoir with her cousin Herbert Elsner, Langer slipped into a stream, soaking her clothes. She told Herbert she'd return to their camp to change, a short walk through familiar terrain. She never arrived. Over 400 searchers, including National Guard units, helicopters, and local volunteers, swept the area for weeks. The forest yielded nothing, not a scrap of clothing, not a footprint. Then, 6 months later, on May 12, 1951, Langer's body appeared near the Deerfield River, in a clearing searched dozens of times. Her remains were too decomposed to reveal a cause of death. How did her body materialize in a place already scoured? Was she held captive by a force beyond nature, or did a human hand place her there to taunt the searchers? Langer's case, the only one with a body recovered, offers no closure, only a deeper descent into the triangle's labyrinth of secrets. Part 6. The Abenaki Curse and the Stone That Swallows. Before settlers carved their roads through Vermont, the Abenaki people revered Glastenbury Mountain as a sacred yet perilous place. Their legends warned of a curse where 4 winds battle eternally at the summit, twisting weather and minds alike. They spoke of a stone hidden in the forest that opens like a maw to swallow any who tread upon it. The Abenaki shunned the mountain, using it only as a burial ground, believing its spirits guarded their dead. Modern hikers in the triangle report disorienting winds, sudden fog, and an oppressive dread that defies explanation. Could this ancient curse be the root of the vanishings, a punishment for those who disturb the mountain's rest? Or are these stories the Abenaki's way of naming the untamed dangers of a land that defies human mastery? The legend of the swallowing stone endures, whispered by those who feel the triangle's gaze upon them, a reminder that some places belong to forces older than time. Part 7. The Bennington Monster and the Lights in the Sky. The Bennington Triangle is not merely a graveyard of the lost, it's a crucible of the uncanny. Locals speak of the Bennington Monster, a towering, hairy creature, over 6 feet tall, with eyes that gleam in the dark. In November 1943, 2 years before River's disappearance, hunter Carl Herrick was found dead near Glastonbury, his body inexplicably squeezed to death. Large, inhuman footprints circled the scene. Since then, sightings of this Bigfoot-like entity have persisted, alongside reports of glowing orbs, UFOs, and unearthly howls echoing through the pines. Witnesses describe lights dancing in the sky, vanishing as quickly as they appear. Are these the work of extraterrestrial visitors, as some ufologists claim? Could the Bennington Monster be a guardian of the Triangle's secrets, or a predator from another realm? The strange phenomena weave a thread of otherworldly dread, suggesting the Triangle may be a gateway to something far beyond our world, a portal where the lost are not merely gone, but taken. These 7 mysteries form a chilling mosaic, yet the Bennington Triangle guards its truths with a silence as deep as its forests. Is this a cursed land where the mountains feed on the souls of the bold, or a tragic chain of missteps magnified by fear and folklore? Theories abound. A serial killer stalking the trails, a rift in space-time, an ancient curse, or beings from beyond the stars. Consider the Bermuda Triangle, where ships and planes vanish in defiance of reason. Glastenbury's riddle echoes that same unease. The Bennington Triangle challenges us to ask, what lies hidden in the heart of Vermont's wilderness? Watching, waiting. Share your thoughts below. What do you believe haunts the Bennington Triangle? If these bone-chilling tales have stirred your soul, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more journeys into the unknown. Join us as we peel back the shadows to reveal the world's darkest secrets. We'll meet you in the next mystery.